Guys, my youngest daughter turns 5 tomorrow. My baby, well, my baby's my son, but my youngest daughter turns 5. It's so, like, bittersweet. She's gonna be in school this year, like, it's crazy. We're gonna decorate. Me and my husband are gonna decorate after all the kids are in bed. Have you guys had portillos? I recommend this salad. It's like a spicy chicken salad, and it's so good. They give you like a piece of bread and butter on the side, and I had that for dinner. We ordered in. Bless you. We're just chilling Saturday night. Once my older kids are out of the bathroom and showering and getting ready for the night, I'm going to give baths to the little ones, and then we're gonna decorate. I already have the kitchen clean, caught up my laundry. What else do I need to do? Just decorate. Tomorrow I have to go pick up her cake. She wants... I'm not going to say the theme because I don't want her to hear. Can you guys hear me? Am I like quiet, or can you hear me? Let me know. Let me know. This week has been crazy. My fitness journey came to a pause. I may need to start that up again. This week has been very roller coastery. But overall, it's been great. Yeah. A lot of emotions.
Ya le vas a cumplir 5 años, bebé.
Yes.
Did you see? They play too much. Did I?
You're doing great.
Huh?
Did you clean your fish tank?
Oh, that's good.
They have ABC mouse.
Oh,
and they have fish tanks for the kids to clean. And sometimes she lets her fish tank go days without cleaning. So that's why I'm like, did you clean your fish tank out? It gives them like little responsibilities as small children to like practice having, I guess, practice responsibilities. That's disgusting. You might need to clean that tank. And she thinks it's funny.
I'm gonna eat it.
That's gross. Your fish need you to clean the tank. So sweet. It is Saturday. Where is everyone at? What are you guys doing? What do you want to see? What kind of ridiculousness do you want me to show you?
Mommy, I don't know Nike Mouse.
If you cleaned your fish tank, yeah.
I already did.
Good job. Did you do your work? Did you do your homework stuff? Yeah? Alright. Good job.
Let's go, Roberto. I already went on Nike Mouse a lot of days today. And I'll go play skateboarding. It just makes me sad. I don't want to play that one. But it's so
No, don't play the one that makes you upset, because if it makes you upset, that means you don't need to play it. Okay?
It makes me think.
Yeah, we don't want that. Because then we'll have to take a break, right? Yeah. I love you. That was a good choice. We're trying to find this soccer game, but it's not showing up. And we don't have like a contract with a cable company. We used to have Xfinity, but like every 6 months it was like $10 more and $10 more. It was just getting excessive and ridiculous. So I disconnected the cable. And then we have Wi-Fi through AT&T. So we've been using what's it called? We've just been streaming, but there's a game he wants to watch and we can't find it. But then we'll find it, and then it'll be like, enjoy this program for $80. And I'm like, that's the whole reason why we got rid of cable. And it's not the same to watch a game like on your phone and on the big screen. Like, this is our TV, and that's his phone. Like, the TV is big and the phone is small. Like, we don't. Who wants to watch a game on a small phone? Nobody wants to watch a game on a phone. So I don't know. ¿No sale en Amazon Prime? ¿En Apple? I don't know where his game is.
¿En Apple? ¿Tienes Apple?
¿Tú tenías? No? It's just a struggle. The soccer games are such a struggle to find if you don't have like a monthly cable subscription, because they want you to pay. It's not like you can just turn on the TV and watch the game. No, you have to you have to sell your lung to watch the soccer game. You have to. It's crazy. Guys, I watched the Grammys today, and it was definitely not okay. I really felt for Billie Eilish. When I saw tears in her eyes at the end, I definitely got tears in my eyes. I was like, why? But God has a plan. I crashed out this week. It was really, really crazy. Crazy week. What? Where? What? You have something? Where? That's not for tonight. That's not for tonight. It's for her birthday tomorrow.
No, I made it.
Oh, okay. That's nice. But you should give it to her tomorrow for her birthday.
Look for my birthday. Nothing.
Se me olvidó
¿Qué?
wrapping paper. Se me olvidó la papel para envolver.
Ay, sí, sí.
¿Ah?
Así se los das.
Nomás en la mesa? There's always something. As a mom, if you're a mom or you're a parent, my brain, like, I have 4 different kids, so each one has different needs. My 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, my gonna be 5-year-old tomorrow, and my 3-year-old, like, their needs are all different. And to, like, keep up with everything they need is, oh my gosh. Their needs are good, but I forgot wrapping paper for her gifts tomorrow. Out of everything, the wrapping paper for her gifts. I can make a DoorDash order and get it early.
I'll just bring you the garage.
Yeah, because your grandma's coming tomorrow.
We don't need to see her.
Yeah, good idea.
Somebody sent a message to me.
No. No, you're gonna sleep in your room. Oh, we'll get to that when we get there. I don't know.
You said. You thought it was going to be like my birthday.
La contraseña, ni idea. Pero pon ahí si...
Pero no te cobran.
Oh, I know that. I know your password. Listen, I know your
Es que no
password.
sé si está el partido. No sé.
Inténtale si quieres. No creo que cobra mucho.
No.
He is really struggling to find this game. I'm...
Not saying that I didn't do that.
Did you get the towel web before you
Yeah.
go?
I had a feeling you could ask me that.
And then don't forget that those Yeah, the rest can go to the garage. Just like organize it, I guess.
I'm trying to figure out the right part to use. Right. Oh, yeah.
People need to see bugs crawling for me to go viral. I could just start picking my nose. Or I could fart. I mean, what do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see gross things? Is that like entertaining? I could start singing. I could start singing in Spanish. No, but I really do know Spanish. Like I may not look like it, but I'm lying. Like I will speak Spanish. It was really funny. Story time. I used to work overnights at IHOP when my second daughter was born. What made me start waitressing, my daughter was born, right? And times were tough, like money was tight, right? So I started working overnight at IHOP. And I had this manager, and I would always have, like, every night there would be this family, like, group of Latins. I don't know exactly where they were from. I forget. It's been years. But I would talk to them in Spanish because I knew Spanish, and I felt like that was my way to connect with them. And they felt comfortable. That's why they would go in every night I worked, right? Right. So this manager,
Mom, this game is fun.
you like it?
That gets me like crazy.
Oh, what about?
Makes me crazy and it farts.
Oh, that's amazing.
So he eats the cheese,
Yeah.
but he got me if he ate the cheese.
Okay.
With milk, and he put me in milk and Roblox.
Oh, he threw you in milk? Tell him to be nice.
No, it was milk.
Okay.
I wasn't milk.
Okay. So.
Hey, Brad, why did you put me in a cup of milk? It's water. What should I done with you?
So.
Gonna come get them.
So I was working there, and this lady, manager, night manager, she went to the like general manager, and she legit had the audacity to say that I was giving things away and talking bad about her in another language, and I was just like, oh, the ignorance. It made me so upset. So the truth was, yes, I did give away free drinks because that was me getting more tips. Like, I had just had a baby. Like, I needed that money for diapers. Like, I was gonna... It didn't hurt me to give them free orange juice. So I got fired from IHOP for giving away free orange juice. I'm sorry. But I wasn't talking bad about her in a different language. After that happened, I did start talking bad about her. I was like, but that's just, I don't know. I don't have to talk in a different language to talk bad about somebody. Like, that's just, it didn't make sense. She could have really been nice about it. She could have been, like, humble and be like, oh, were you talking about me? Oh, were you? She had to tell on me like a child in school, and she's giving away free drinks. Well, you shouldn't have been sitting down in the office watching. You should have got up and been like, hey, don't give away free drinks. You let me give away orange juice for like 2 months. You waited 2 months to tell on me? That's crazy. ¿Te acuerdas cuando me corrieron de IHOP por regalar jugos? Yeah, it was crazy. I did a lot of things. I've done a lot. My past is not. I think we all, like, when we're young, we make mistakes. I made a ton. You want to know stuff? I will tell you stuff. I'm not hiding my past. I think my life right now is great. My stress level is extreme, and there's no denying that, just because I'm a full-time mom plus business owner. So it's like, I don't have a babysitter. Like, 80% of these people who have their businesses, they just take their kids to a babysitter and then they see them for 3 hours at night. Like, no, my kids are here. I am a present mom, and I'm like, also have another daughter. She's in homeschool. So, like, one's in middle school, one's homeschooled, and then I got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. So, like, it's all the time. Go. But the things I had to do to survive before, this just crazy. The extreme things that I wouldn't say I regret my past decisions, because it's gotten me to where I am today. But I wouldn't redo some things that I did. It's not, I wouldn't recommend anything that I did from when I was 17 to 20. Those 4 years were brutal. Those 4 years, I put myself in positions or situation positions. That sounds smart. I put myself in situations. I look back now, like, I'm 35. Am I 35? How old am I? Am I 34 or 35? I don't even know how old I am. I was born in 91. I'm 34. I'm gonna be 35. May 10th. What was I saying? Like, I can't even think straight. Okay. I just totally forgot. I'm gonna have to, like, I would literally pause and go back and watch what I just said. Because my mind just, whoo! My brain just stopped. Like, I can't. That's what happens when you, okay. What was I talking about? I said from 17 to 20. Those 4 years. Hi, Henley, I'm blind. I can't see. And I just, like, I'm crashing out. My head, I just totally forgot. Okay, so from 17 to 20, 4 years. Those years were brutal for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I put myself in situations that were not safe. I would, like, walk around the city.
No.
I could have gotten, like, trafficked. I could have been taken. I would hang out in, like, I would, like, go hang out with people that, like, I couldn't even communicate with. Like, it was not safe. Henley, I'm just ranting about my life and the things I've done. Anyways, yeah. If you live in Indiana, or you live in Indianapolis, or you live in any city, the things I know now that I was so blinded by when I was younger, what was I doing walking around the city at 2 o'clock in the morning? What was I doing? Who did I think that I was so safe to go from one apartment complex to another apartment complex at 2 o'clock in the morning? I was not smart. That is not smart. Let me find out my kids are going from apartment complexes at that time of night. No, it is not happening. And it's just crazy. Like, when you're young, you think you know what you're doing. You think, oh, I'm safe. Nothing's going to happen because it didn't happen yesterday. And it could happen tomorrow. Like, you have to. I don't even go out now. I'm too scared to leave the house now because of everything that's happening. Imagine these 17-year-old, 18-year-olds driving around, hanging out with their friends, walking around. Like, they think they're safe. They think that they're cool. They think that it's not cool. I snuck out. My mom would crash out. She would sleep on the couch. She would drink, and then she would sleep on the couch so she could watch me, make sure I didn't sneak out. But she was asleep. She crashed out of sleep. So I snuck out. There were these neighbors. There were these older couple of neighbors in the apartments who used to go skinny dipping in the pool at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was so funny. It was so funny. Yes, I'm live. I just like, why were they doing that? Why were they skinny dipping at 3 o'clock in the morning? Who does that? Oh, why was I there? How did I know that? I'm not supposed to know that. I was supposed to be asleep. I was not supposed to be knowing that those neighbors were in the pool naked at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's not even... Why was I outside? Why? I used to hang out with these neighbors. No, look. So when I was small, like kid, like 5, 6, my friends were the elderly neighbors that I had. Those were my friends. In elementary, my friends were the elderlies. And then in middle school, I had this like shock that like my parents were divorced since I was 2, but it didn't like get in my brain until I was in middle school. And that's when the trauma started like unraveling, right? It was crazy. My mom went to Mexico with her boyfriend. And she had a lot of those. There wasn't just like 1 or 2. My mom, and I'm not talking bad about her, but the amount of boyfriends that she had. I mean, they were just friends. To her, they were her friends, right? They were friends. She was doing the nasty. She never told me, but she was doing the nasty. Oh, one time I found this magazine. My mom, she didn't hide it in her room. This chick had this magazine, and it was a magazine like the ones that we're not supposed to look at, right? Now you can find those things on the internet and like anywhere, right? She had this magazine. I was looking at this thing. I was in 6th grade. Why was that there? Like, things that I saw. Where did she get that from? Because now I need one. Anyways, so 6th grade, I saw a magazine. My brother, when I was in elementary school, I would go through my brother's room. He was in high school. I was in 5th grade, and I would like sneak into his room, and the things that I would find in his room, I was not supposed to be exposed to what I was exposed to at my age. It was not supposed to be there. And then in middle school, I was exposed to the magazine. And then when we moved from a house. Me and my mom moved in with her boyfriend. One of them. We lived with him for about 2 years. We moved in with him, I think, when I was in 7th 6th or 7th grade. And then in the middle of 8th grade, we moved out. But, you know, we were living with him. I went through his son's room. I like to go through people's things and, like, look. I don't know. I was exposed to more stuff that I was supposed to be exposed to. And what I saw, I hid it in my room. And my mom, she was making my bed. She, like, found it, right? And so she calls the school. She didn't wait till I got home. She had to call the school. And she called the school and she's like, I'm cleaning your bed. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, I found this under your pillow. And I'm like, what did she want me to do? What did she want me to say? I didn't even know what to say. So I got home and I didn't get spanked or anything, but I was like, why are you going through this stuff? And I'm like, well, why did he have it there? That wasn't my fault. I was a curious little 6th grader. Why was that there? You should tell your boyfriend's son not to have those things, and I wouldn't have seen it. So it was not my fault. So that was that. And then the craziest thing, my mom traumatized me because, and I said I moved from middle school in the, like, 8th grade to, we moved out of her boyfriend's house because she got tired of him. Her relationship lasted like 2 years. I don't think she really liked to be, like, you know, in a relationship because it's hard. Relationships are hard. Marriage is hard. It's crazy. I'm not going to deny that. Like, I know. I would know, right? So, I'm not going to blame her. She was done, bored, whatever. That's, you know, not my problem. Her reasons, right? So, well, actually, I know why. It's because of a dog. She got jealous of a dog. Mi madre se rompió con su novio porque se celó por un perro. It was for a dog. Like, that. He was such a good guy. Like, that guy was so good to me. He was nice. Like, he defended me when my dad wouldn't come and pick me up on weekends. And I love my dad. Like, don't talk bad about my dad. He had his reasons for not picking me up. But that guy was good to me. And he was good to her, too. But she was jealous of a dog. Like, ladies, if you have a guy and he's good, please don't leave him because of an animal. Like, come on. So, yeah.
Well, I don't know how to go anywhere. Maybe there's the ladder.
Yeah, you can try it. I don't know how to play Roblox. I don't know.
You go a little bit and I'll go well, okay?
Okay. You go in a little bit and then... Okay, well, I was just taught by my 5-year-old how to play Roblox, so that's very interesting.
Hey,
What
guys.
were we talking about?
Look, guys, Roblox.
Yeah, she wants to show Roblox. Okay, so where was I? I skipped the whole. I went all the way from being born to 6th grade. Okay. Do we need to go back? I don't even need to go back. That'll be another video, right? Okay, so we moved out because she was jealous of the dog. But they would used to have date nights. Like, he would still come over and they would leave and they would go to a bar. Like, it wasn't like at night. Like, they were day drinking. Their dates were so entertaining, right? He would come, pick her up. I don't know if they were trying to save their relationship, or I don't know if it was just convenient for them to hang out during the... I don't know. Looking back, I'm just like, what was the point of that? They never got back together, so it was a waste of both of their times and money. Bájale eso poquito. O vete para allá. Anyways, so...
See, Mom?
Yes.
Look, I went up.
Okay, be careful.
Okay.
And I totally see. I get distracted. I can't have a conversation. Lost. I sidetracked. Okay. So they would have their date nights during the day. And then one day I took my mom's CD player that I wasn't supposed to take on the bus. Okay? I wasn't supposed to take it, but I did. And there was this little kid who rode the bus. And he was like, hey, you have a cool CD player. Can I borrow it one day? And me being the nice person that I am, I'm like, yeah, sure. He knew where I told him where I lived, right? So my mom goes on her date night. And she comes back. But when she goes on her date night, like I wasn't, in my mind, I wasn't thinking anything. I mean, I know I said I was exposed to things, but I wasn't like thinking about anything that I was supposed to do. So this kid, he comes to my house. We're looking at the CD player. And my mom comes home. And I hear her coming home. So I like open the door. She's home. And the kid is like behind the door. So she comes in. And I'm like, she's like, well, what is he doing here? And I'm like, we're looking at your CD player. I mean, like, what's wrong with that? Well, one, I wasn't supposed to open the door for anyone, right? Two, because it was a boy, right?
Mom, my kids are playing ACC now today.
Yeah, and so she, in her mind, because she did who knows what, thought I was doing who knows what, but I wasn't doing anything. We were talking about a CD player. Like, it was so innocent. The 10-minute visit, my whole life from 8th grade till I moved out was horrible. I was never allowed to be home alone. Literally never allowed to stay home alone. Because of one time, she lost her trust in me. But it's not like she came home and I was like smoking, or like there were things that weren't supposed to be there, or like I was doing things with this person. They literally was just sitting there. Nobody's clothes were gone. Everybody was just there. Like, it was innocent. And because of that, I wasn't allowed to like do anything. My whole like freedom, if I were ever to have freedom, was just gone. And but I still did my stuff, right? So like I used to like, because before there weren't like phones like these, the phones that we have now. When I was in high school, they had like these small flip phones, razors and stuff like that.
Mom, see, look.
They were called razor phones. And I didn't have one of those. So if I wanted to talk or chat with my friends, I would have to go to the library. And I would be like, Mom, I gotta go to the library. Can I go to the library? She would let me go to the library. She always trusted me to go to the library. And when I went to the library, I was going and I was getting on the computer. And I was talking to my friends and I was doing whatever I needed to do. And she thought I was at the library. I don't know if she thinks I was studying or reading a book, but I was not reading a book. I was definitely not reading a book.
Mom.
So watch your children. They're sneaky. They're going to be sneaky. If you were sneaky, they're going to be sneaky. And we're going to get that. We're not going to let that happen.
You can't let someone sneak. So you have to read it over. And then I'll get it. A dog will go to the retriever.
Yeah.
Golden retrievers are so cute.
They're very cute.
Golden.
Okay, so I graduated high school. I put myself in bad position. There we go again. I mean, situations. I would hang out with people that like not care about my life. They didn't even care. I don't know.
Letty,
I thought I was
go to the green door?
so cool.
Mom.
I really wasn't. It was
Mom,
not cool.
Should they help me find the green door?
¿Ya lo encontraste?
Mama said he's going to take the green
Yeah, so That's part of my life. Couple years. I don't know. It's tough though. I think that's why I tried to make my marriage so like I tried to hold on to it and treasure it, because the amount of times my mom was in and out of relationships, it was just crazy. The amount of times we moved, there was no stability.
What should I put?
Whatever you want, baby.
No, help me.
You could put 5. Yeah. You can see. Like, it would just, I don't know. The stability. I just want stability. And my first step was getting this house. My house is my stability. But I don't know. And then there's stuff I want to talk about. I can't. I have a 10-year-old right here. She's listening. So I have to wait. But I went to a lot of schools. I skipped around schools a lot just because we were in and out of districts. There was never, the only school I stayed at is high school. Like I said, we moved from one of the guys' house when I was in 8th grade, middle of 8th grade.
Mom, I can hear it.
And I went from
I
there.
can hear my iPad.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
I stayed from.
I hear it. Music.
I stayed from the middle of 8th grade and I graduated. So, that was fun to talk about. That's part of my life. I have a brother who's in South Korea. He's in the army. How is he doing? I have no idea. I hope he's well. I know he married a Korean English teacher. She's an English teacher.
Where should I go?
From South Korea.
Where should I go?
And they have a son and a daughter, so I am an aunt. And both of my grandpas fought in the army. They both passed away. My dad is a Navy vet. He's still with us, and he's always going to be with us. That's my daddy. He had a stroke, but he will get better. He will be soon better. He will be better soon. This happened in September. We will be in month 6 of recovery next month, I think. So that's pretty cool. I'm so excited. I can't wait for him to like be 100% and be like, Dad, I got a house. Come and put the locks on my door, because that's what I'm waiting for. I can't wait till that day where I can bring him here and be like, look at what I did. Look. It's tough. But being a child of divorced parents did affect my childhood. Like I said, there was no stability. There was no... It was always... I don't know. Kind of depressing. Kind of like... But as an adult, I haven't let it affect me. I don't have daddy issues. There was a point in my life where I started to, my cope was knowing that my younger sister, I would always say she needs him more than me. She needs his presence more than me. And I would never get upset if he didn't get me on weekends, or I never let that affect me. Knowing that where and when I could have been selfish or lash out to her, I never did. So it kind of sucks now that what happened with my dad. She's been through a lot, which isn't an excuse. She's lashed out on me. She's upset with me. She has her reasons. You can't force people to be on the same page as you. Oh. But inside it does. It's kind of like, what the hell? Like, I wouldn't say we were close growing up because we didn't live together. There was no opportunity for us growing up to be close, because for a long time when she was born, I remember that they moved to another state. They weren't living in the same state, and my dad was there. And then when they did live here, they were like 45 minutes away, so I would see her on weekends if I was picked up and was able to be there. But no. And then one time my mom went to Mexico. My mom went to Mexico with the guy that she broke up with because the dog jealousiness. Well, that's what she told me it was. I don't know what the real reason was. That's what her reason is. But the dog, that poor dog, the dog is dead now. So the fact that they broke up over the dog and that the dog is dead is just crazy to me. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Ah? Ahorita te veo. Hay uno en mi cuarto. 9. Todo. So, I forgot. What was I saying? Oh, so she went to Mexico with him. And she couldn't take me because my dad would never sign off to let me go. So, that never happened. And my dad's wife, my brother and I were supposed to be babysat. We were supposed to stay with my grandma, but my brother went to my dad's, and my dad's new wife like threatened my mom and did all this junk and whatever, and my mom just was like, whatever, I don't want to fight, whatever. My brother ended up staying with him, and then it was just me and my mom from 5th grade till now. And then he ended up going down a rough path too. My brother, I think he found out some stuff, which I can't disclose on this platform. Which I feel like affected him. So he turned to things. He started doing things that wasn't appropriate for his self. And church ended up burning because of some actions he was accountable for with his friends. And my dad had to put his foot down and it was like, you're going to the army. So that's why he's there. And I reached out to my brother when my dad has a stroke. I was told by my sister that doesn't talk to me anymore that my aunt and uncle and cousin reached out to my brother. My brother spoke to them, but I never heard back. So I'm not sure if he was contacted. ¿No llegó el correo? ¿Ah? Chécalo. I'm not sure if I'm not sure. Like, it's like a unknown thing. And this was like over 5 months ago. So he never reached out to me. He supposedly got in contact with my uncle and my aunt and cousin. So if he did, great. If he didn't, well, then I have no idea if he's okay or if he's not. But it's tough. The situation's tough. But I've never let it affect me to the point where I've never let my family problems affect me as an adult. Have I cried? Yes. Have I gone through depression? Oh, most definitely. But like, has it affected me into a way where I don't work or I'm not, or my drive is just gone? I think it's made me stronger. I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter who's turning 5 tomorrow. I was living in Mexico. I left with my husband to Mexico when my 10-year-old was 2. And we moved to Mexico. I just dropped everything and just was like, let's go. What is this? And sorry, I'm checking mail. So you can open that. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, I doubt it. Surprise, surprise. For me. Oh, I got a $10,000 loan offer. No thanks. We don't want to pay interest on that. I'm trying to think about what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm ranting. I'm going on a rant talking about my life. What was I talking about? When we left to Mexico, and then I got pregnant in Mexico, and we were like, do I have the baby here? Do I have the baby back home? Like, what do I do? So we came to agreement. I was like, okay, look, I was homesick anyways, because there was no McDonald's. I can't stand McDonald's now. Oh, it came early. Okay, put it on the dryer. And so I came back and I was pregnant and I went to my dad's, and like I said, I left everything. So I didn't have an apartment, I didn't have a vehicle. The vehicle that I had when I left to go to Mexico, it was in my dad's name, and they didn't know. No one knew if I was going to come back quick or not. So the vehicle I had, they sold. Okay. And so I had nothing, and I came back, and I was like, hey, can I stay here? Like, can I stay with you guys? Like, I'm pregnant. I had a job. I had already figured out a job while in Mexico. A waitressing job. I already had everything lined up. And my grandma, my dad's mom, I asked him if I could stay with them, and no, she said no. That did hurt. It hurt a lot. But I was like, you know what? I'm pregnant. I could sit here in misery and twiddle my thumbs and not know what to do. But I didn't. I ended up, thankfully, a coworker from the job I was working at rented me a room, and I was okay. I worked until I was 9 months pregnant. 8 months. I stopped working at 8 months. I had money saved up, and I had my baby. She was born, and then 3 weeks after she was born, we went and we lived in Mexico. And we had everything: a home, a business, everything. We were fine, like we are here. But COVID happened, and the business that we had was like a how do you explain it? Like a corner liquor store, kind of. We made like they're not margaritas, they're called micheladas, and he would make them. But when COVID happened, obviously there was like all this sanitizing, cleanliness that you had to have be like up to code, and business started failing like a lot, and things just weren't comfortable for us. So we decided, hey, let's go back. So we dropped everything else again, and we came back to the United States, and here we are. I came home, and the house that my dad lives in was in his name, so he was like, yeah, you can live with me. I stayed in a room with my 3 daughters for a month, and I waitressed on weekends, and I saved money, and I got a deposit and a month's worth of rent, and I rented out an apartment, and it felt good. And the whole time I lived with my grandma, I was respectful. I cooked, I cleaned. My sister was living there, and she didn't cook. She didn't clean. My dad was always upset because she would leave her clothes in the dryer. And like, those are just little things that like I look at, and I'm like, she was there for a while before I got there, and she was there for a longer while when I left. So like, it's not a competition. It was just like the fact that I was told by my grandma to go to a shelter when I had came alone pregnant. That gave me so much drive. A drive that I have never in my life had until then. I think it impacted me more out of anything else that's happened in my life. I had my grandma tell me to go to a shelter. She told me, she said, no, you can't. You can go to a shelter. And I said, all right. With this lump in my throat. Like, I wanted to bawl my eyes out. I was like, I'm pregnant with your great granddaughter. Mind you, there were 3 other rooms. There were 3 empty rooms. There was her room, my dad slept in the living room, and 3 other empty rooms. And I wasn't expecting to stay there a long time. Like I said, I had a job. I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know why. But there wasn't a. Sure, honey, you can stay here a little while, or just for a little bit. You know, I don't want you to stay here a long time. Just. She had her reasons, but no. She legit told me, can't you go to a shelter? You should just go to a shelter. I said. I didn't argue. I didn't throw a fit. I didn't cry. I didn't show any, like, emotion. I just said, okay, I'll figure it out. And I went in, and I told my dad, I said, she said no, that I should go to a shelter. And even in front of him, I didn't cry. No emotion. I said, I got on my phone. I called the work that I had set up, and I had figured out a coworker, and a coworker had an extra room. And I paid them monthly. I helped cook, I helped clean, I worked, you know, and it was nice. I saved up my money, and we were good. And I think that if I would have let that affect me negatively to where I would have been like, that could have really threw me into a depression. But I didn't. I never let anything that my family did to me impact me. It wasn't easy. The things that I saw, the things that I went through, the things that I had put myself in that situation, right? I could have been great in Mexico. I could have stayed in Mexico and had my child there, been by my husband's side, and figured it out, right? But I decided to come back here and work while pregnant. And now my grandma told me to go to a shelter. That's crazy. And I don't wish that on anyone. I don't know. It's just hard. I really wish I had a close family. There's a lot of envy. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of distance. And it's hard to forgive. It's easy to forget, but it's hard to come over from that. Like my dad is my dad. Like that, anything that may have occurred when I was younger, I most definitely forgive him, because he had to be with my brothers and sisters. Like, I don't fault him for that. I don't know what happened in my mom and dad's marriage that didn't work out. Like, I don't know.
Hi! Like and subscribe! I want this show!
Oh yeah. I just hope my kids see me strong and learn and try to be hard workers, because that's the only thing that can bring you up.
Hi, like and subscribe!
Is working. This little boy right here. He's my favorite boy. He's my favorite boy. Hi.
Hi!
Hi. He has a sty. He definitely has a sty. He was outside jumping on the trampoline, and then I don't know what happened. He came in with a sty. So that's that. I'm just glad he doesn't itch it. He doesn't bother it. He doesn't touch it. He doesn't try to pop it. He doesn't. He got it the day before last, so it'll go away on its own. At least he's not itching it or like bothering it. That's the good thing. Leti, ya bañate, hija. But yeah. And that's part of my story, guys. Part of my life. It's kind of crazy. More stuff is happening. Soon, I will share more. It's a lot. There's a lot. Everyone has problems. You can look at someone and think that, like, oh my gosh, they're great. They're like great. They're perfect. They're who I want to be. They're like my role model, right? But behind that screen, there's someone who's been hurt. There's someone who's been stepped on. There's someone who's just fried out, crashed out. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful I woke up today. I'm thankful I have work. I'm thankful I have my home. I'm thankful my kids are healthy. I'm thankful for my marriage. I'm thankful for everything I have, and I'm not going to take that for granted. Well, Roblox is making her upset, so I think we're going to call it a night. This soccer game's almost over, and we got to decorate, so I hope you guys have had an awesome weekend so far. I will share some videos from my daughter's 5th birthday tomorrow. And yeah, like and subscribe, share, comment, let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. And yeah, I will share more of my story, maybe on my next live or a live after that. Sorry if I failed anyone. I'm not complaining my fitness challenge, but we had a couple roofs and that just took a toll on me. And sometimes it's just not easy to stay consistent. I tried. I did it for 10 days. 10 days. And I just wasn't able. Just life takes over. You never know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna get off of here, talk to my daughter, try to distract her from this Roblox thing, because it's not okay. Now she's laughing. So I don't know. I'm gonna get off of here, guys. Have a great weekend and like and subscribe.